Vision Mix Show, episode 15, right here in BMG Sound. My name's NATMAC, I'm looking after you this evening, and tonight my guest is going to be Philip K. That's right, one of the Underground Ovation crew members is here in the studio with me for a very special show, so thanks so much for tuning in for number 15. This is mad, second show of the year, and tonight I'm starting with this one. Big ups to Day and Night Records. This is by Adrian Bilt. It's actually the B-side from one of the tracks I played last week. It's got kind of a little bit of a panpipe going on there, and I'm going to leave it out. This one's called Cheyenne. So welcome to the show, Underground Ovation, episode 15. If you're tuned in online, how you doing? All these beautiful faces coming through, how are ya? Nice to see the regulars as well. Big ups to you. Happy New Year if you haven't seen me. And big ups to this Friday night, because we're usually on a Wednesday. So thanks so much for keeping it tuned in for a Friday. What have we got tonight? Well, I've got a few tracks from local producers, and then of course we will be having the guest mix, and I brought Philip K. He's come all the way over from the UK, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about what his ventures are going to be in the future. But those of you who don't know, he's actually part of Underground Ovation, so it's really great to have one of the crew members on the decks tonight, and he's going to lay it down with his serious flavours tonight, and I can't wait to see it, and I hope can you. For now, we got a bit of Cheyenne, I can't even say it. I'm really sorry, Adrian. I'm really bad with my spelling. It's Cheyenne. So apologies for that one. Make sure you wrap your ears round Day and Night Records, tech house flavours from them up in Dublin. Adrian Bilt is the producer of this one. Right now we've got a new one coming through from Cedarwood Tracks. So keep it locked. track's just beautiful. Listen to this vocal, it's absolutely stunning. This is from Cedarwood State Tracks, Where You Been, and I don't know where this track's been, but it's a belter. I absolutely love it. Feeling that lovely soft vibe, got old school kind of sprinkles in there, and it just rolls in like this. That's right, here we go, who we got? Right, Paulie Mai, how you doing? Cheers for tuning in, man, thanks so much. Obviously Yasmin Gardeezy, big shout out to you. Come on, Saturday, tomorrow, get yourself into District 8. One of our own down here in Cork. Well, she's from Tralee, but we adopted her as well. She's going to be lashing it out, supporting Sam Paganini and Boston 168. So big ups to you, massive for that one. And of course, Paul Tewig, he's out tonight, isn't he? Aren't you, Paul? So we got something coming in about Paul in just a minute. So make sure you have your ears peeled. But of course, if you're out tonight, you want to be checking out Dart in Darley alongside Paul. He's going to be playing and warming up for the man. So get yourself in there. Also, a massive shout out to Michelle Hodida, all the way over in LA. Thanks so much for tuning in. Big love for you. And to all of you here tuning in, thanks so much. Big ups to all those listeners tuning in. If you're on the podcast, you're listening maybe after the show. Thanks so much for your support, for subscribing. And if you're on the radio waves, as per usual, have a good day wherever you are. Now, my name's NATMAC. This is a show brought to you by Underground Ovation. You've got two head honchos here tonight. We've got Philip K and myself. He's going to be joining me on the decks in just a moment for a guest mix. But right now, we've got someone local who's playing tonight. Tonight being Friday, the 10th of January. God, it's hard to keep up with the days when you start the year, isn't it? So he's playing tonight. He's going to be supporting Dart. He brought Dart over, and this is his latest track. It's called Trophy. Paul's just saying there, the tune before is a tune. Paul T, this is a tune. This is probably my favourite tune that you have made, and thanks so much for giving it to us. It's called Trophy, and to be honest, if you haven't checked out Paul T or Paul Tuig, you should really go check him out. He's definitely one to watch for the future, and keep them coming, bro. These are lovely tracks. So turn it up nice and loud. This is Raw Vision, episode 15. My name's NATMAC. How you doing? Just tuned in, we got new tracks coming through, got a new act on the decks right here. I'm introducing Philip K. Philip, so how you doing, man? You alright?
I'm really good, thank you, Nat. Glad to be here.
Good to be here, good to have you here, man. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself. You're obviously called Philip K, but you obviously hail from the UK. Do you want us to give a little bit of a rundown of who you are and where you're from?
I've got two residencies that kind of pillar my name down. I've got one with Hyve, which is more like sort of a bouncy, deep housey, minimal brand that I play for. Made me resident towards the end of the year, so it was nice to end the year on that. That's in London, so we kind of do events all over London. We're going to venture other places, I presume, quite soon. We just announced an event on the 28th of February with a headliner still needs to be announced. We've got Lelouch that's already been announced. Two boys that are involved in point blank music. And then my other pillar would be Paravibe, which is more sort of like an underground, warehousey sort of vibe, which is nice to be in that sort of environment. It's more of a community sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go check out Paravibe. And of course Hyve, that's Hyve, and Paravibe P-A-R-V-I-B-E. So tell us a little bit about your style, Phil. Obviously you've got a little bit of a flavour going on that has brought you to those events, but what sort of style do you play in your sets?
It's more sort of like deep, minimal, bouncy grooves with a lot of hat work to carry the energy, because sometimes the bass has that swing, so it's a bit, as you can hear, it's like, so the hats kind of bring the energy on top of it. But anything underground really, I haven't really no label, so I don't play deep house, minimal, tech. If it goes, it goes. But as long as I've got that sort of minimal, bouncy vibe, flow sort of thing, that's what I like to put out.
So what sort of things have you played recently? You've obviously played a few events, Hyve obviously and Paravibe, but you supported someone really quite big recently, or a couple of people in fact. One of our crew members, Ryan, big ups to you, went over to see you, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Ryan come over and it was for Hyve actually. We did a party in Basin House. It was the closing party of the year. We had Joko headlining it, so it was really good to meet him, like such a lovely guy as well. Head honcho for Paravibe, Kane, he was on the lineup myself. Melora is a really close friend of mine as well, he's a part of the brand. Yeah, it was pretty manic from about 12 o'clock onwards, like it was heaving, it was great.
It looked sick.
Great to have Ryan over as well, like people from over here. That's it.
Good, good. So what sort of journey are you taking us on tonight? You've obviously got a good selection of tracks with you, maybe some unreleased, obviously. But tell us a little bit about your journey of your tracks.
I'm just going to go for a bit of a vibe tonight, a bit of a bounce and groove, shoulder popping sort of groove. So that's what I always do. It's my sound really. That's what I like to put out there.
Brilliant. Okay, well, we pass it over to you. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Phil. And if you haven't checked him out already, it's Philip K. And that's all on all of the socials. So make sure you go give him a like, give this a share, and let's support this music. Philip K, Underground Ovation, episode 15. Here we go. There we go. Philip K, episode 15, Raw Vision Mix Show. You alright, mate? All good, all good. So if you're out tonight, make sure you go check out Dart in Darley. And if you're a freshers student, or I should say refreshers, hello, second semester, then you want to be out all next week. In fact, I'm putting on an event with Fadek on the Monday just to kickstart the week. So get yourself involved, because I've also got a fantastic prize we've all put together, and it's absolutely wicked. Log on to the Underground Ovation Facebook page like you are now, or onto the Instagram. You'll see there is a refreshers poster, and it's a student survival kit. We've got loads in there. We've got Panadol, Lucozade, packet of Johnnies. We've got a Cork FC football jersey and a beanie. 2 free tickets to the event. Somewhere you can clean your shoes. You know, like, it's just endless, really. Loads of stuff. You'd be happy with that price, wouldn't you?
I'd be well happy with that, I would.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You just want to be getting on. All you got to do is log on to the poster and tag a couple of mates, give it a share, like the event, and you could be in a chance to having this survival kit. Even if you're not a student, I think you might want it. I think even I want it. Might have to be careful we give it out, to be honest.
All right, we've got the groove down.
So right now, we let these beats roll in. I'll be telling you about events that you might want to be going to over the course of the show, but I'm going to keep it short because these tunes are banging. Philip K, episode 15, Raw Vision Mix Show, NATMAC, BMG Sound. Here we go.
Now, let's put it all
So students, listen up. Refreshers starts next week. That's right. So if you've not already gone up to District 8 to see Yasmin Gardizi, which you should all be going up to, I'm not going up to because I'm celebrating my birthday and I'm gutted because it's Yasmin's gig as well. So everybody head up to District 8. Go show some love for Yasmin. If you happen to be in Cork though, pop into the Edison. We're doing a giant back-to-back for my birthday. I've asked a load of DJs to come along, bring the USB and let's just hash it out and have a laugh basically. So please call in if you're about on the Saturday if you're in Cork. But if you're a student, you want to be checking out the events next week. So on Sunday, Deep Blue are back together for one night only. Brendan, Steve, and then we've got Joe and Dan on the bill on Sunday in Cypress Avenue. So go check that one out. But on Monday, let's kickstart it with Fadak and myself. Hello! Big competition for you. Check out all the socials for that one. Also, if you're out and about in Cyprus, then of course we've got Wire Deep happening on the Wednesday as well. Sugar Rush, which is the college night crew, they're happening on the Thursday. And then you've got the UCC Refreshers Ball, I think that's happening with Zero, and a load of like Patrick Lee, people like that are happening on the Friday. Now, if you're actually thinking about Dali, then you want to be checking out the Residence Night that's happening on Saturday. I might be in there, say hello. And then, of course, we've got Remedy and Tianola. We actually had a mixtape from Tianola, our last mixtape. So he's going to be performing alongside the Remedy boys, who were on Christmas Eve. So if you didn't catch them, get yourself into Dali. Go see those two. It will be a really good night. So go check that out. That's on in Dali, and that's happening on the 16th. And, of course, AMR is doing his all night long on the Friday. Now, if you're maybe out and about, there's not a tremendous amount of events happening in January because everyone's doing dry January. You doing dry January? No, it's my birthday. I can't do dry January. That's my excuse anyway. But if you are doing dry January, remember you can check out events on Raw Vision. You can share, you can like things. So still support your own, even if you're not heading to the events. But if you are heading to the events, I'll see you there. Raw Vision Mix Show, episode 15, Philip K. Let's roll it.
If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip?
Capture, just let it slip.
Hope you're enjoying the show. Episode 15 right here. This is the Raw Vision Mix Show with me, your host, NATMAC, bringing you fresh acts, fresh information each week. And tonight, my guest mix is Philip K. So he hails all the way from the UK, from Watford, but possibly not just coming from Watford. Going to be staying around a bit longer. So you might see Philip K around a bit more in the future. He's part of the Underground Ovation crew. Big shout out to Ryan and Hannah, who are also part of the Underground Ovation crew. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Nice to see ya. Also, big shout out to Seacon, one of our biggest fans. How you doing, bro? Hope you're wearing the t-shirt. So speaking of t-shirts, we're throwing in a t-shirt as well as part of the Refreshers competition. And if you haven't looked at the Refreshers competition, it's on our socials. Go check it out. Go give it a like and a share. More t-shirt competitions on the way. We know we like a bit of merch, right? And it's nice and black, you know, it just goes with everything. Happy days. So what's your New Year's resolution? Anybody want to give it up? Let me know. enjoying the kind of low, deep, minimal vibe that we got this evening? Some boppy hats. I say you will enjoy next week's show just as well. Bringing down an artist from Dublin. He goes by the name of Jake Fitz, and he's going to be joining us right here on the show on a normal Wednesday. Last 10 minutes of the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to check out all of the other shows, Underground Ovation Raw Vision Mix Show has got 15 shows now, so there's 14 other shows you can watch back. Last week we had James Illusion all the way over from Austria. We had Remedy the week before that with loads of different artists, and in fact we've got a whole list of artists coming up for the future as well, so make sure you check them out in the future. coming to the last few minutes of the show. Have you enjoyed the show, Phil? It's good having you on. What about you?
Yeah, it was great. It was real fun.
I doubt it will be the last time that you're on the show. We plan on having an Underground Ovation night in the future where all the crew will get together. So make sure you tune in for that one. And if you haven't already done so, if you're out for Refreshers Week next week, we have a competition. It's on our page. Go give it a like and a share. And you could win yourself a Cork City football jersey, beanie, 2 tickets to the event, Panadol, Lucozade, packet of Johnny's, Coca noodles, loaf of bread. Get your shoes clean by Sneaky Clean Cork. I think that's a whopper prize. Make sure you go give it a share. And we'll be picking the winner on Monday at 5 p.m. And that's part of our event, NATMAC and Fadak in the Cypress Avenue on Monday. So go check that out before the end of the show because there's a lot of people liking and sharing that. Thanks for tuning in to the Raw Vision Mix Show. I've been NATMAC. We've had Philip K on the decks as a guest this evening. So next week we've got another minimal house head coming along. His name's Jake Fitz. He'll be joining me on the Wednesday. So this is a Friday show. So check him out on the Wednesday. And of course, if you're subscribed to the podcast, it doesn't really matter what day you're listening to. You can listen to it anywhere, in your car, at work, in the gym, wherever you like, at any time of the day. So thanks so much for subscribing. It's been great having you here. This is Underground Ovation who brings this to you every week. Fresh tracks, fresh information, just for you.